bullet journals, art projects, organized planner chic.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Organized Planner Chic. I'm Lucinda, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do so and select the bell for notifications. Well, first I want to thank my Patreon members who help make it possible for me to create videos like this. Well, thank you so much, and if you are interested in supporting me on Patreon, just go to patreon.com/organizedplannerchic. Okay, you guys, I'm going to show you step by step how I plan daily in my bullet journal now that I really follow pretty much the way that writer Carol does and explains it in the bullet journal method book. I've changed, my style since then, and I'm going to also be doing Inktober again this year, so I'm making sure that I am planning in a way that I can get that done. So I'm going back and transferring the few things that I didn't get done in September, and I'm not adding anything new to do that's not recurring. So on the big calendar that you saw is all my recurring stuff and all of my appointments. And then on that little spread that said tasks, on that part I just put things that are unique to that month that don't have a specific date to happen but need to get done in that month. So for Inktober, what I am doing is I'm using that as the art for my daily pages. But I'm going to be doing the art that I kind of usually put some stickers or doodles or washi tape or whatever around my daily stuff. I am putting my art for Inktober. And I'm doing it kind of a week at a time so that I will hopefully get through most of the month this year. So the first word for this year is ring. And I'm sure there's some really creative and awesome ways to make that just look amazing, but I really couldn't think of any. And I intended, well, I don't know if I intended, but what I'm doing is having a big ring that's popping out of a box, or you open a box and the ring is coming out. But it probably would have been a better idea to have the ring coming out of a ring box, but that's not what happened. Okay, but so anyway, I'm doodling a little ring here. I was using a Tombow Mono pen in 01, and then Tombow dual brush markers to color it in, but for the silver part of the ring I used a Jelly Roll pen. And I just put a little shadow there, and so I'm just cutting it out so that I can put that inside the page. And the reason why I'm going to tape it in there, which you'll see, is because I'm going to scan all of my drawings for Inktober this year, and I want to be able to take that out and scan it and use it for I don't know what yet. And I'm drawing around it so I'll remember after I take it out when I want to put it back in where it was, so I can put it back in that same place. And then I'll actually glue it down or whatever. So up there at the top, I'm just putting the date and the day of the week. And then the circles that are already drawn on there, I turn them into whatever the weather is for the day. So in that case, that's today. That's this morning right now. It is partly cloudy, and so I put that there. And then I also do my what time I got up for rise and what time I go to bed, which is, I always forget that. What time do I rise and what time do I go down? I'll think of it and put it across the screen. Shine, rise and shine. And then under that, I put the high and low temperatures, and then to the right, my weight for the day, and under that, how many pages I read in a book or anything. And then I'm putting on here everything that is on the big calendar that is recurring or that is an appointment. and I block off generally time frames for certain routines in the morning, midday, and evening. So I did that. And then I will be spending time today on those other things on the task page to see if any of that I want to get done today. And then on the far right, I'll have notes as the day progresses. And yeah, on this one, this word for day 2 was mindless. So I thought I would draw a person who, where the brain is supposed to be, is just an empty, crevice, or I don't know, it's just empty. The brain is not there, it's all black, or a brain that turned black. That was what I was thinking. So I'm just writing around here what the day for Inktober was and what the prompt word is. And I'm continuing to go back and make sure that I put everything for the second day on here. And again, as the day progresses, I might add some things. I will definitely have notes and things in there. And so I'm just putting those things. And so the benefit for that for me is once I get my daily pages set up, I don't have to flip back to the calendar until I get ready for the next week. And this was my thumbnails that I've done so far to kind of sketch the ideas of what I wanted my drawings to be based on the prompts. Okay, so this one is actually bait. And I know it's really weird probably to use a slice of cake as bait, but for me, because I love baked goods, then yeah, you can bait me with some baked goods. You can say, Lucinda, come do such and such with me. I'll buy you a piece of vegan clay, a slice of vegan cake. And I'm like, okay. I love baked goods. Now, I don't eat them all the time, but I don't buy them or make them all the time, because then I will eat them all the time. I make them a lot around the holidays, so I try to be careful. Yeah, and so yeah, again, I'm using Tombow dual brush pens again, and the Tombow Mono. I messed up on that fork a little bit, so I just made it fatter, and then I'm just making it kind of a formal dinner plate on there. And here I just wanted you to see I did it really fast. I sped it up too fast, but I was using my ruler that I made for my bullet journal to mark where I put my columns. And there at the bottom, I just put personal, business, and miscellaneous and notes to break up the columns. So the far left column is for personal stuff, the middle column is all business, and the right column is notes and miscellaneous. And then, yeah, I just taped my piece of cake in there. This one was freeze. Now, on my thumbnails, I had like a glass with ice cubes in it. But then I thought about it, and I thought, no, that's more like cold. It's not freeze. So I decided to make it like a frozen drink, like a coolie or an icy, whatever you call it, or an iced coffee. Well, not iced coffee, but frozen coffee. I forget what you call that. And then now I'm doing these 3 sketches all together just to kind of get them done for the week. And that's what's helping me actually get all the prompts hopefully done this year. It's more important for me to do that than the timing. So then the second one there was build. And I thought I would do, building a fence. And then this one I messed up. Now, I did pretty well on just sketching the simple thumbnail, but I totally messed up the shape of this guy. Like, it would have been fine, but I put that little grain underneath his muscle, and I don't know why I did that. It does not look good. And so this is supposed to be husky is what the prompt was. And so I didn't spend much time on his hand. I decided not to worry about that. I'm just going to give him a boxing glove, and then we will be done with that. And of course, I'm going to color in just a little bit. So yeah, so there is the icy, and the ink was really, really wet. And so I just put little pieces of paper in between the pages to help things dry so that they won't imprint on the other page, even though it's all on my hand. So here's a closer up picture of the drawings that I did and some of the things that I put on for daily. And that again is the, I don't know why this is in here again, but it is, yay, was the thumbnails. And then, yeah, closer look at the cake. That cake looks delicious, man. But again, I love baked goods, so it would look delicious to me. Now I should have done like a Christmas logo is what I was should have done a wreath instead of that. I was just kind of making like a dummy fake logo, like when you just kind of doodle something. So that's what happened there. And there's the boxing glove. I'm sorry you don't look so hot, guy. I messed up. And that's what the top looks like, a little bit better on the headings on the pages. And then there's the personal, business, miscellaneous, and notes. Yeah. And now you can see everything kind of flip through together. All right, well, thank you guys so much for joining me for this video today. Let me know in the comments below if you're participating in Inktober and what is your strategy for getting it done. I decided just to use the Tombow mono pens and the Tombow dual brush markers. And that way I didn't have to think about, and the jelly roll a little bit, so I didn't even have to think about what all tools I was going to use. And then, yeah, thanks for watching. Check me out on Instagram at Organized Planner Chic, and subscribe because all my subscribers get an additional discount from my Organized Planner Chic Etsy shop, where I make vegan traveler's notebooks and accessories for all traveler's notebooks. Vegan or not, I make bullet journal title cover pages for the different months. I make a physical version and one that you can print, and I also make printable stickers. Check out my Facebook group, my business page is The Organized Planner Chic. My Facebook group is Organized Planner Chic Crew, and there we do frequent giveaways and birthday exchanges and gift exchanges for like the holidays, like Christmas. And then, yeah, if you are interested in supporting me on Patreon, just go to patreon.com/organizedplannerchic. And until next time, happy planning!